So what's up guys, I'm Inspired Dude, and today we're going to be talking about a couple cool things that's been going on. Yes, I'm talking to a wrench, but it's not just a wrench. It's no mere wrench, my friends. It is actually a wrench microphone, okay? Still can't find my mic, guys. Pretty much going to call it quits on that. Going to have to buy another one, and that sucks because I'm really backlogged, and I got other stuff I got to pay for, rent. But outside of that, yeah, it's just going to take a little while to get that stuff done. So it might take a little longer to get Gambit out, and that might be a good thing because at that point, it might, because I was trying to rush it because I really haven't made a lot of films, and I really wanted to make this one. So just to get it kickstarted, and just not it on Kickstarter, but just to get it, the ball rolling. And, I was trying to do it fast, but I was like, you know what? At this point, being I don't have my mic, scheduling problems with Split Shot, being that he's playing Gambit, all that stuff. Maybe this has the potential to be something pretty awesome. So maybe rushing it isn't the right thing to do. Maybe we should take our times on this movie and then maybe work on something else that maybe this one is one of the big ones. So who knows? We're just going to take it how it goes. So at the end of the day, yeah, I'm using a French microphone. And hopefully the audio is good for now. But until I get a new mic, this is what we'll probably be rocking with. It might not be on a wrench. It might be like where it's supposed to be. But yeah, anyways. So with that being said, I really want to open up. I'm working on the fire science. I know I said I was going to come out with that soon. And the way I had set up was it was going to be very like small things leading up to a couple bigger things. And I feel like that is not the best way to do it now because like I'm really close to finishing this one project and like I could have posted it like a week or two ago, but the thing is with that, if I did, it would take away that surprise factor. And the thing is with like a lot of my hero tech, a lot of my like superpower stuff that I would make or try to recreate, a lot of that the full potential stems off of the fact that people can't necessarily understand or like quantify what exactly it is or make sense of what it is that's happening. And that that surprise really like shows you the full potential, like as a giant package. This is your power, this is your superpower, you know what I mean, or this is your ability or hero tech or whatever. So I want you guys to get the full effect, or whoever watches the video get the full effect. So if it's half complete, then you're only going to get half the effect, which when I show you the other half, you might only get like, it might be a total of 80% of the potential that and then the whole 100 is that pack. Oh, I don't know if that messes up the mic. But yeah, I digress. So yeah, instead of that, so kind of trying to decide on how I want to do that, I might just like make a giant like overall Heroes or Fire Science. I had 9 episodes lined up. Might condense them to be chunkier, meatier content stuff inside of them. Instead, and probably go back to I'm doing the Wayne Tech, the next one, which since we are waiting on the Gambit, might as well do a Gambit Wayne Tech, and I think that'd be really cool. I have a lot of cool ideas. I've actually finished a few things. You can check out this. I have basically a saw blade. It's like a Mark 1 Gambit card. It's basically I just put razor blades in a card, and I set it up in a way that's really, really cool. I'll show you guys how to make it in the Wayne Tech, but it's just a Mark 1, and it's got weight to it. So it sticks pretty often. It's very consistent sticking. It's pretty cool, and I definitely want to upgrade it. But yeah, so I'll show you guys how to make that, among other things and other stuff. Probably do a collab, split shot in that video. If you want to see more of him, it'd be pretty cool. Yeah. So with that being said, now for the big meaty stuff, the stuff that's really like, all right. So everyone knows HackSmith. I mean, if you're on my channel, then I don't know how you don't know the HackSmith. HackSmith basically does a lot of stuff that I do on this channel, but like, even times like 10 dudes on steroids with the stuff that he is working on, and it's epic. It's awesome. And he was on TED Talks for the first time last night, and I watched it, and it was great, and I was so stoked to see it because it's very important. It's a very important moment in like our hero history. You know what I mean? Because what we really want is we want the Marvel universe, DC universe to be reality in the future, somewhere in the near future. We want to cut the curve. You know what I'm saying? We want to get there as soon as possible. He has that perspective that we all share in this community of like wanting to innovate, and that innovation is more important than financial gain. A lot of people wouldn't see the financial gain in making a pneumatic Iron Man suit that can pick up a car. No one sees the potential, how you could sell that. How can you market that? I can't market it. Therefore, I don't care about it. Money is more important to me than the future of like fun and awesomeness. A future made of like magic and awesome, amazing things that we could just have fun for. But me personally, and I'm sure you too, I would spend all the money in the world to attain that. So I mean, this is more important than the money, in my opinion, and hopefully yours. So, end of the day, guys, I got it recorded. I had to record it. I'm not gonna post the whole video because I think that would be kind of lame. Watch it on his channel. He'll definitely give you updates. HackSmith is a baller. So, but yeah. But here's a couple of shots that I thought were really cool. You guys check out.
Roll clip.
Stupid.
When a distinguished but elderly scientist states that something is possible, he is almost certainly right. But when he states that something is impossible, he is very probably wrong. This suggests that as technology advances, things that were impossible became possible. We all know this. How many technologies did we think were impossible, only to become possible years later? To sum it up, never write something off as impossible just because the tech might not be here yet. The second law states that the only way of discovering the limits of what is possible is by venturing a bit past into the impossible. And I think that's very true. Technology available to us today is just asking to be combined in new ways not thought of before. It's truly a time for innovators to thrive. And if you're like me, you might just enjoy making things to see if you can get them to work. And that's the beauty of it. You don't need a reason beyond that. Seeking venture capitalist funding or building a business might not be your goal at all. And the final law states, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. And I think that's very true. Imagine you were from the early 20th century and you fell into a coma and you woke up today and you saw all the technology around you. You'd surely think it was magic. Even if someone explained to you how, say, a television worked, you'd probably still not quite get it. Because think of all the engineering marvels that we take for granted on any given day. Television content has also seemed indistinguishable from magic as well. Beam me up might as well be abracadabra. And while a TV is only teleporting electrical signals from one place to another, how far are we from teleporting physical things or even living things? Do you really believe that teleportation is absolutely impossible? If so, are you an elderly scientist? How many ideas written in fiction have become reality years later? Star Trek is an excellent example of this.
So yeah, I think he did a great job. He's so cute. He's doing as best as he can. I think he's messing up the slides a little bit, but like he did a great job. I felt the nerves for him, and he did a great job. Actually, I have seen a other video that he did a long time ago. I think it was like in 2014, where he had an interview, and that one was really good too. But this one was a pretty big deal, I think. And the thing I think is really cool about TED Talks, I mean, for example, the thing I think about this whole situation is really important because, like, yeah, HackSmith's got 2 million, 3 million views on like one or two of his videos alone. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's a lot of like this idea of innovation, gets out to a lot of people. Like a lot of people understand his, like, or at least can see what he's getting at. That, creating things just for the sake of creating them, just to see if you could, is extremely important because it can shape our future. And yeah, so 2 million, 3 million people are getting that message, monthly. But the thing that's different between that and TED Talks is that TED Talks, are a whole bunch of people who aren't like affiliated in the comic book world. Like everyone who sees the Captain America movie or video are all people who like have that perspective already because they love comics, because they've learned it from comics. They've seen it in video games, they've seen it in movies. They're like, why can't our world be this great? Or, this is so amazing. Fiction is amazing, and like they look at it, they look to see it. So they already, if anyone were to we were to try to convince them that a superhero world was really something that we want to have, like a super world, not even a superhero world, just like a super world where awesome things are awesome all the time. Like even if we were to explain that to these people who would check out HackSmith's videos on the norm, they'd be like, all right, yeah, I'm in. Like you wouldn't even have to like really go out of your way. But the issue is the people who aren't looking up stuff like the HackSmith stuff. That's who we need to convince, those people who aren't necessarily on board. So it was really important in this moment because this was a chance for the HackSmith to, hit this, audience of people who aren't about it, and to really open up and broaden this perspective, instill it into different facets of things, not just, necessarily comic books. It sinks in the minds of other people who are doing other things. And I think it's really cool. So, and which will all lead up to this. So it's I'm sorry, I'm a little excited, but it's really important. It's just really, really cool, really pivotal. And he did a great job. And he really summed it up beautifully. You know, what he said. He said, sorry, I haven't watched it since yesterday, but he was like, what he said is, we all want, a future that seems like magic. And the way that he explained it was really important. Really important to be able to get these people's ear, get this demographic's ear, so they can actually hear it. That's important. But what's another thing is even more important is being able to capitalize on it in a on the best way possible. And so like the reason why those people aren't checking out those Captain America videos or whatever, because that's not what they're into. It's not what their perspective. So you have to be able to get them say it in a way that they understand it. And the way that HackSmith demonstrated it was great. He summed it up great. That was pretty much it. I never even thought about it that way. Like that, I think is the coolest way to phrase it. And it really comes down to like, because that's the thing, people don't understand the difference between like superpowers and magic. But essentially it's the same thing. It's really the same thing. It's just something that, and the way he says it even seems like magic. It just doesn't matter if you call it magic. It doesn't matter what you classify it as. Regardless, it's fun. It's awesome. It's epic. I'm just glad that I have it, and it's just, I'm happy. It makes me happy because it's fun. But yeah, guys, it was epic, and I'm really proud of him. It was awesome, and we should all be proud of him because he did a great job, and as a spokesman for our world, So cool, big time in history. So yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Look forward to seeing that new weight tech. Should be pretty cool. Should be coming up pretty soon, and yeah. And that's it, guys. Take it easy and let's spread sense with you.